Hi, hun. Just a reminder, I'll be home late tonight. Can you get something to eat on your way home from the office?
Seriously? Again? You know I hate getting takeout. Why can't you just come home first to make dinner? You can go after that.
Home is half an hour in the other direction from the hospital. Not to mention the time it takes to make dinner. You know how tired I have been with everything that is going on.
Then just skip your visit today. Is it that big of a deal to miss one visit?
Yes, of course it is. You haven't been there for a while, so you don't know how bad my dad looks. But every visit is precious right now. And I need to be there for my mom. They have been together for so long. It is hard for all of us.
Yeah. I know you're the perfect little family.
That is just mean.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just want my wife back. I hate that you're going out there so often. I hardly see you.
I'm only there a few times a week. It is not like I am going to the hospital for fun. My dad is dying from cancer.
I know, and I do understand. Most of the time. You're just gonna make it up to me. Luckily, you will have plenty of options with that big fat insurance check we'll get when your dad croaks.
Did you seriously just use that word? You're being a really horrible person right now.
Oh geez. I'm sorry, I was just trying to lighten the mood.
Just stop being so insensitive. You know how sad I am. I would rather have my father with me than any amount of money.
Of course you would, honey. I am sorry. I just meant all that money's gonna go a long way in providing some comfort. I didn't try to be mean. You go and take all the time you need with your family.
Thank you. I will speak to you later. Where are you? I am home and everything is dark.
Hi, babe. I wasn't in the mood to sit around alone all night. And I wanted something to eat. So I met some friends for a bite to eat.
Did you get that bite at the bar down the road?
Yes, I did. I guess you could come if you want to. Just don't come if you're gonna sit with a long face all night. You tend to bring the mood down after one of your hospital visits, where you just want to have a little bit of fun.
As generous as that invitation is, I wouldn't dream of intruding, despite really needing you tonight.
Is it yet another dad thing? Can we have a break for just one night? Did he die?
No, he was put on a ventilator and probably won't wake up again.
Well, there it is. We could have weeks more of this sulking around. Just let me have this one night.
Sure, Milo, whatever you say. Just do me one favor. Don't let the alcohol inspire you to be super generous again. Last time you spent thousands on paying the bar tab for all of your friends.
Don't be such a greedy cow. We can afford to treat my friends a little.
Then how about doing it with your credit card this time? Instead of mistakenly using mine. It is not fair.
Stop with all the moaning. You have more money than me. What happens to what is yours is mine?
Except that it is always mine when you want to splurge. We make the same salary, I just save more. Use your own.
I have more expenses than you do. Expenses I need. Besides, your parents are always happy to give you a few dollars to tide us over.
Your fancy sports car was not an expense we needed. And there is no way that I'm asking my mom for money while my dad is this sick. So you better be careful with our money, or we are just going to be broke. And you will have to live with that.
Your dad's illness is messing with our lives. I just told my friends it would be better if he just went already, and we could get back to normal. Except we would be loaded.
Did you seriously tell your friends that? That is horrible. How could you say that? After everything Dad has done for us?
Always with how great the old man is. I'm just calling it as I see it, baby.
I am going to assume you are very drunk. Or you wouldn't be saying these horrible things. You can't be that much of a jerk. Or it would completely break my heart.
This is killing my vibe. How about we just talk later?
Not continuing this conversation sounds great. Just don't make me up when you get home. I don't want to see you tonight. Are you sure you can't come with me? I know you are busy, but I need you.
I am sorry, honey, but I have to work. I wish I could be there to support you. Please, hug your mom for me.
Thank you for being so sweet the last few days. It has meant a lot. I wish you could come with me too, but I understand.
If we weren't working on such a big project at work right now, I would be. All the overtime is killing me. I've been wanting to talk to you about that. back and forth between home and the hospital has been rough on you, and the drive to the office late at night has been killing me.
That is true.
And I know you worry about me all alone at home, without your delicious meals every day. I've been lost, but I think I might have the solution.
What's that?
You've already taken time off from work. You could easily go and stay with your mom for a few days. Then you can support her, and you can be close when your father needs you.
That would be great, but what about you?
I will go and stay with my parents while you're gone. Their place is closer to the office anyway, easier when I work late. And besides, there are some serious benefits. I'll be fed like a king. My mom cooks even better than you do, LOL.
I guess that works. But I'll miss you. Will you come to the hospital when you can?
Of course, honey. But I don't see myself having any time to come and visit.
It's over. Daddy's gone.
Ah, I am sorry, sweetheart. How are you doing? How's your mom?
We're hanging in there, but I need your support. Can you come?
I am sorry, sweetie. I just can't right now. We're so busy at the office. After this, I will take some time off and just be with you.
That sucks, but I understand. I appreciate you taking the time to message me, even when you were so busy.
Don't worry, I have a whole list of new toys you can buy to show your appreciation. As soon as Daddy's insurance comes in, we can make it rain.
Are you really talking about money right now?
I was just joking to lighten the mood. Maybe you're just overreacting a little because your emotions are wild.
Maybe. I need some rest too. But you will for sure be at the funeral, right?
When'll that be?
We're arranging it for Saturday. Then my aunt and uncle can come too. And there is no work, so I hope you can come.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But you know that it's Jace's bachelor weekend. I can't back out now.
It is my father's funeral. I am sure that Jace would understand that this is beyond our control.
But I wouldn't. I've been excited about this for months. Can't just change my plans. It's not like your dad's gonna be less dead if I'm not there. Just let me have some fun, darn it.
Wow. Just wow. I thought we were in a better place. But right now, I don't even want you there anymore. We can talk when I get back.
How are you doing, honey?
Hi, Kath. I'm doing okay. Thank you for the flowers you sent. My mom and I appreciated your support.
Of course, we are family. I think of you as my own daughter. I just wish we could have done more. The only thing that gave me some comfort was knowing that my son was there for you.
Yes, I am sure Milo tried his best to be.
You know, I don't always like how he treats you, but this time he proved me wrong. Taking time off from work and staying with you and your mom all this time, it must have been a real support to have him there constantly.
You mean the last 2 weeks? He took time off?
Yes, he even told them he would take unpaid leave. But his boss was so generous, he told him to take all the time he needed. Luckily, they weren't very busy right now, so they could spare him. Isn't that sweet?
Very sweet, but I'm confused. Are you telling me he was off all this time?
Now I am confused. Why are you acting like you didn't know? He was down there with you the entire time. We even went over to water your plants while you were gone.
My head is spinning. Just to be clear, he was off work and he wasn't living with you?
You are worrying me, Amy. I'm going to phone you to clear things up.
No, not right now. I will speak to you soon, but please do me a favor. Don't speak to Milo right now. I need to figure things out first.
Whatever you need, I'll speak to you at the funeral.
Have you been home yet?
Oh, yes, I for sure have. How nice of your mother to keep it so clean for me.
That's all you're gonna say? Nothing about the papers on the table?
Oh, the divorce papers that you signed? What would you like me to say about those papers, Milo? I signed them. We are officially not married anymore.
No fight? No argument? LOL. That was easy. I thought it was gonna be much harder to get rid of your sulky face. When can I expect my money in my bank account?
What money would that be? You aren't getting a cent from me.
Nice try. I know you inherited millions. I am entitled to half of that. Why do you think I stuck around as long as I did?
Oh, I got hundreds of millions, but sadly that has nothing to do with you. Do you really think that you are going to get a cent of my father's money? Are you joking?
We were married when he died. It isn't up to you. I get half.
LOL, you really should have done more research. But doing your homework has never been your strong suit, has it, honey? An inheritance is not considered a marital asset. You left, you get none of it.
What? You can't be serious. That isn't fair. I put up with you for years. I deserve that money.
That is too bad for you. I guess your friends will have to pay for their own drinks for now.
Fine, but I'm entitled to spousal support. Don't think I don't know about the cash account Daddy set up for you when we got married. It might not be as much as I'd hoped, but I can still live really comfortably with that money.
Oops, you won't be getting any of that either. You remember the prenup we signed before we got married? It said that you'd get nothing if you cheated.
But you never filed that. You promised.
Yes, I have to admit I did say that. At that stage, I didn't think that it was needed. But since I never thought we would use it, why not file it? It made my dad happy, so why not? I guess that Daddy saved me once again.
But honey, you're making a mistake. I never cheated on you. I wouldn't. I was just frustrated that you weren't giving me any attention. We can work on our marriage and fix things.
LOL, nice try, Milo. We are done. And my money is all going with me.
You cow. You can't prove I cheated. I'm gonna take everything I can. I already quit my job. You owe me.
That is sad for you, but I owe you nothing. You see, I found out that you were off work and not visiting your parents. During the worst days of my life, you were cheating on me. The PI I hired has some lovely photos of you and your friend. You won't get anything.
Are you seriously leaving me without anything? Even the house is in your name. You're gonna force me to move home to my parents?
That might not even be an option for you. Your parents have been great through all this. They are not happy with you. I guess you are stuck with your new girlfriend. I hope she can cook, LOL. Bye, Milo. Have a nice life. It has been a year, one of the best and hardest years of my life. My mom and I both took some time together and traveled. We will always miss my dad. But we can have each other at least, which is more than I can say for Milo. He has been left with no money and no family. His parents disowned him, but I see them regularly and have made sure they are taken care of. Surprisingly, I don't miss Milo at all. Instead, it has been like a weight has been lifted off of me. I'm going to be okay.
Seriously, Natalie?
Huh? Amanda?
Yeah, it's me. I can't believe you're actually going to Derek's funeral. Wasn't ruining our marriage enough for you? Now you have to ruin his funeral, the last chance I have to say goodbye as well?
I'm not ruining anything, Amanda. I'm going to say goodbye to my husband. I'm allowed to do that. In fact, I've got more right than you to do that considering I'm his wife.
More right than me? I was his wife first. We were married for 20 wonderful years before you came around and ruined it all. You little homewrecker.
You weren't married for 20 years, Amanda, and you know it. It was just over 10 years, and you were both miserable for the last 2 years of it.
What would you know of it, huh?
Derek told me all about your marriage. From the sounds of it, you were both making each other miserable. He was so cold and distant with you and trying to find any excuse not to go home, and you were always so short and snappy with him. He told me it was like you were blaming him for something that dissatisfied you. And, for the record, I didn't wreck anyone's home. You and Derek were already separated when I met him. The only thing that happened whilst I was in the picture was that your divorce was finalized. You can't blame me for your marriage failing when I wasn't even there when it all happened.
Ugh, that's just a lie. I love Derek so much, and you came along and stole him from me. That's the truth. If it wasn't for you, we probably would have gotten back together.
I'm not going to argue over this, Amanda. I have too much to do for this funeral that, frankly, I'm barely just keeping it together. I'm so heartbroken right now, and I can't deal with your petty drama. I've given you an invite for the funeral because, whilst you were separated, I believe you deserve to say goodbye to Derek too. Because you meant something to each other once. Whether you want to go or not is up to you.
I'll only go if you don't.
That's not going to happen. I'm going, and there's no debate about that. If that means you don't go, well, that's up to you.
Fine, I'll be there. But you better stay away from me.
Trust me, I won't be anywhere near you.
Good.
Are you kidding me, Amanda? I can't believe you chucked me out of the funeral. How petty can you get?
I'm not petty. You were kicked out of the funeral on your own accord. You just went on and on and on about how much you loved him and people got sick of it. That's all.
That's not true. You were the one to make a whole scene about me being there. You even lied to the priest and told him that I was Derek's ex-wife. That's the reason I was kicked out. Now I understand why Derek left you.
How dare you? You were the reason he left me.
Actually, you cheating on him with a guy named Gary was the reason he left.
What? He told you about that?
Of course he did. We told each other everything. I mean, we loved each other, so of course we'd share everything with one another.
Well, clearly he didn't share everything with you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, don't you worry about it. You'll find out soon enough. LOL.
Whatever, Amanda. Just please leave me alone. I want to mourn in peace.
Yeah, whatever. You just keep playing the innocent victim. Everyone knows you only got with Derek for his money. It's really obvious.
What? No, I didn't. I loved him. I didn't even know he owned a successful company until we were already 6 months into dating. Besides, I don't care about the money. He could have been dirt poor and I still would have loved him. He was just an amazing man, filled with so much love and kindness. Only an idiot would let him go.
Ugh, you think you're so smart, playing like you wanted to be with him just for him. But it's not true. I know you are more like me than you want to admit, that the only reason you married Derek was to get his wealth when he died. I mean, that's why I married him. But then you came along and ruined it all.
You might be cold and callous like that, but I'm nothing like you. I loved him for him, and that's it.
Uh-huh, sure you did. But you want to know something?
What?
I have a feeling that you aren't going to get a single dollar of Derek's fortune.
And why is that?
Oh, no reason. Just a little hunch, LOL.
Whatever, I'm going. Just please leave me alone now.
Uh-huh, of course. Oh, Natalie, it was lovely seeing you at Derek's will reading today. I bet you weren't expecting to see me there, though, were you?
Amanda, no, it was a bit of a shock.
You know what else was a shock? The fact that Derek left me his house in the will. LOL. When I say house, it's more like a mansion, isn't it? Were you expecting that? I bet you weren't. LOL. What's the matter? You're not sulking, are you? Because I won?
No, I'm not sulking, Amanda. I'm an adult and I can handle things in a mature way. Unlike you.
Oh, is that so? Well then, handle this. I want you out of my house by the end of the week. That's how long the will states I have to give you to get everything in order, so you have until Friday to get all of your stuff and to get moved out. After that, anything that's left behind will be mine and I can do whatever I want with it.
Wow, that's really not a lot of time at all. And you're seriously going to kick me out of the house that Derek and I built together? You're really that cold and heartless?
Yes, I guess I am. Anyway, I've always been jealous of that house, so I want it for myself. Got it? So hurry up and leave already.
I see. Very well. I'll get all of my things sorted out quickly and I'll be out of your hair before you know it.
Great.
Just one thing before I go. The will stated that the house needed to be left in its original state, right?
That's correct. Exactly as you found it. Nothing should be changed about it at all. So don't even think of trying to take something away from it, because I'll know if you do.
Very well. Its original state is how you'll find it.
It better be. Natalie, what have you done? OMG, where's the house gone? What is this pile of rubbish? I told you not to mess with anything. I am so going to get my lawyer on you.
Amanda? What's the matter? I've moved out of the house like you asked me to.
Oh, don't play coy with me. You know exactly what the matter is. Where's my house?
What do you mean? Your house is exactly where I left it.
No, it isn't. This building isn't the same house you had. It's just a pile of bare bricks and rotten floorboards. This isn't what it was like at all. I don't know what you think you're playing at, but you're going to wish that you never tried to take me on. I'm going to sue you so bad for what you've done. It was in the will that I got this house, and the fact that you haven't given it to me will surely go against you in court.
Actually, Amanda, you said that I had to give you the house in its original state. Well, that is the original state.
Huh?
That's how me and Derek bought it. It was a falling down pile of rubbish when we first laid eyes on it. It was only through our hard work and effort that we got it renovated into the house we lived in. But considering you said that you wanted the house in its original state, I thought I'd better do what you ask.
No, but you know that's not what I meant. I wanted the house as it was when you lived in it.
Oh. Well then, you really should have been more specific.
How did you even do all of this? It must have cost you loads of money to rip everything out.
Well, you're not wrong there. But what with me inheriting Derek's money and company and everything, it wasn't that much of an expense. And I was glad to do it if it taught you a lesson.
A lesson?
Yeah. A lesson in not to mess with someone else's will and life.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, please. Do you really think that I wouldn't look into that so-called will Derek left? I know that you were sleeping with the lawyer who read Derek's will, and that the two of you conspired to try and take my house. I'm sure that you would have tried to get his money if you thought that you could have gotten away with it. But we both know that Derek wouldn't have left anything like that to you. It's funny, though, that you think I'd accept him leaving our house to you. I'm really not stupid, even though you seem to be under the impression that I am. I had a third party look into the will you and your boyfriend had, and it turned out to be a fake. The real will states that Derek left everything to me. It doesn't even mention your name.
That's not true. The will Tony read was the real one. You're the one who's made a fake.
Did your will have all of the official signatures? No, it didn't. How do I know this? Because the lawyer who looked into your will assessed that Derek's signature was different to the one that he had used his entire life. In simpler terms, it was forged.
But it wasn't my idea, it was all Tony.
Well, I'm sure you can sort all of that out with the police.
Wait, no, please don't call the police.
It's too late. Forging a will is a serious crime, and as soon as it was discovered that you'd done that, the police took the case over. I'm sure they'll be contacting you soon.
But why did you even gut the house if you knew that I was lying?
Ah, that. Well, now that Derek is gone, the thought of living in the house that we both built together was too hard. I took everything out so that I could still remember him, but I'm moving somewhere a bit smaller and more quaint. I was able to sell most of the things after keeping the things I wanted, and that were the most important to me, so I've made a bit of money as a nest egg.
But that's not fair. I wanted that house. I deserved it.
All you deserve is facing the consequences of your actions when the police come and get you.
You ruined everything. I hate you. With all of my heart, I hate you.
I'm sorry you feel like that, Amanda. I don't know what I've done to you. You might think that I stole your husband from you, but the reality is that you two were finished by the time I met him. I don't know why you can't accept that, but I'm done playing nice. This will be the last time I speak to you now. Any other interactions will be done via lawyers to sort out this whole mess you've caused with your fake will. Now, goodbye, Amanda. The police ended up arresting both Amanda and her boyfriend, Tony, for the fake will that they made. In the end, though, Amanda was given 100 hours of community service as she didn't have such a massive part in the forgery. Her boyfriend, on the other hand, was sentenced to 5 years in jail as it turned out that it wasn't the first time he had forged a will. As for me, I found a nice little cottage and I am living quite happily. I miss my husband every day, but I do what I can to get by. I know that one day I'll see him again, but until then, I'll try to appreciate every day I have and find the good even in the bad.